The BMW S1000RR operates at the absolute edge of what's physically possible on two wheels. Sitting between the rider's knees is a 999cc inline-four engine capable of producing 210 horsepower. That translates to the kind of acceleration usually reserved for million-dollar hypercars. If you hold the throttle open, this machine will hit 300 kilometers per hour in just 19.1 seconds. On a public road, that level of performance is a serious liability. Twist the grip all the way back for more than a second or two, and you rapidly run out of asphalt, inviting absolute disaster. Which brings up an obvious problem. If a motorcycle is engineered to operate at the extreme edge of human reaction times, how does an amateur rider actually survive the experience? Managing hypercar output on a two-wheeled footprint creates a volatile dynamic, necessitating a total rethink of how humans maintain control over such an immense concentration of energy. The physical foundation of this bike was never meant for the street. The chassis is strictly designed to function on a smooth, predictable racetrack. BMW engineered specific flex points into the frame, alongside its track-focused steering geometry. When you push the bike into a corner, the metal complies and follows your exact instruction, rather than fighting against your body weight. But the most critical physical advantage comes from the ground up, specifically if the bike is equipped with the optional M Sport carbon fiber wheels. This diagram illustrates unsprung mass. Because the carbon wheel is significantly lighter than a standard forged aluminum rim, it carries less momentum when hitting a bump. It bounces back and settles instantly, freeing up the suspension and the brakes to work with far greater efficiency. For the rider, the effect is immediate. Dropping weight makes the initial turn-in practically weightless, creating razor-sharp handling and immense stability at high speeds. Yet, perfect suspension and lightweight wheels only go so far. Hardware obeys the laws of physics, and if you make a mistake, physics is unforgiving. To tame the machine, the hardware requires a digital brain. That brain takes the form of a massive electronics package, designed to alter the motorcycle's entire personality through selectable riding modes. Switch the bike into rain mode, and the computer severely limits engine torque, keeping the throttle response calm and predictable. Switch it over to race mode, and the software immediately steps back, entirely unlocking the inline-four engine's violently explosive potential. This diagram shows a sophisticated addition, the steering angle sensor. If you lean deep into a corner, get on the gas, and the rear tire steps out, the computer instantly calculates your exact angle and automatically holds the bike in a controlled slide. It works seamlessly alongside dynamic traction and wheelie control. You can lay down long black strips of rubber coming out of a corner, completely unaware that the computer is doing the heavy lifting to prevent the rear wheel from spinning out of control. Managing this dense web of telemetry is done entirely through a full-color TFT display. It also handles practical safety and convenience needs, integrating features like tire pressure monitoring, an automatic SOS collision response system, and Bluetooth turn-by-turn navigation. This digital network operates as a constant safety layer, turning a lethal track machine into something surprisingly accessible for everyday riders. But there is a hard limit to what software can achieve. Digital code cannot rewrite the laws of physics or erase the bike's aggressively uncompromising DNA. Take the S1000RR out of its intended racetrack habitat and put it on a normal public street, and the illusion of comfort vanishes quickly. The ergonomics exact a severe physical toll. You are forced into a riding posture that folds you up like a crushed piece of paper, sitting on a thinly cushioned pad that feels like a slab of granite. Then there is the suspension. Track-focused shocks have incredibly short travel. On bumpy, uneven city tarmac, the bike reacts violently, constantly trying to launch you right out of the saddle. Combine that stiffness with a heavy clutch and the punishing engine heat that bakes your thighs and feet in stop-and-go traffic, and the daily commute becomes an exhausting exercise in endurance. The S1000RR is a machine defined by its extremes, offering hypercar performance through sophisticated software, provided you are willing to hunt for perfect roads and endure the physical toll.